And hello everybody, it's SCD Medhaven here, and it's
Okay,
another
wasn't
Monday Madness.
Potty Bear 5.
God damn it, you weren't muted. Alright, whatever, we're going. Alright.
Well, you didn't tell me you were broadcasting. You weren't.
No, I said it's gonna pop up to mute until we're good to go, but it's already started, so there's no stopping this. We can stop it though. We can stop it.
Well, if you want to restart it, feel free.
I mean, there's no point, it's already going. I think anyone watching it now is just gonna laugh whenever they jump in. It's like immediate interruption, but you're really quiet. Like, I'm pretty sure you're very quiet right now because of the way I have it set up.
Well, oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's pretty low. I actually can't remember which scene I was on. I think it was 3. I need to fix all the settings. Alright, scene 3. Here we go. Are you watching?
Yes.
Yeah, so we got Fisherman's Bay starting off. A lot of these are solo. A couple of them are teamed up with you. And then, you know, the last couple that we rushed out to get, those are definitely all teamed up.
Right.
So. Alright, there we go. I need to get a second monitor to be able to do this effectively. So yeah, the first one's in the LPC on Fisherman's Bay. Positioning on Fisherman's Bay, especially in counter battle, that it really makes a difference of where you place yourself. You know, spawning down the southern spawn, going down the right side of the back path, or going city. I mean, depending on the tank you're in, city could be extremely usable, but with you know, a medium, you're better off going middle or left. Honestly, going in city, you need like a heavier medium.
A medium with some good armor.
Oh yeah, like the Object 430U for the tier 10, or like for tier 8, I'd say like, I think the one that would, you know, take the cake would be at least 80 millimeters of side armor, or 70.
Hey, you wouldn't want to take like the Pajero in town. That's just not a good idea.
No. That's a horrible idea. You know, as of recent, I've been liking the camp out. You're in
single gameplay here.
Yeah, it's single gameplay starting off. I got a couple singles because, you know, since the hard drive got corrupted and had to be reset and get a whole new hard drive, you know, it's really limited. So there's not a lot of gameplay. But there's a couple good matches that I got at the start of the week. And honestly, the Stone Cold Steve Austins of the LPC, or the TL1.
Okay, just so you know, I think my voice is coming through louder than
mine. Yeah. So I'll drop you down by like 5 decibels, and we'll see how that does.
All right. Yeah, because I'm listening to it as it comes across.
What's up, William? It's like, well, we're just going over replays, you know, Monday Madness. Honestly, trying to get the times down for this is going to be the fun part.
Good seeing you again, Wong.
Oh, yeah. I made him a moderator. He's pretty excited about that.
Right on.
Yeah. So, the rock right here on Fisherman's Bay, just slow push-up. This is a really good spot. Yep. I mean...
I like going down that road on your right over there, where it's got the 2 mounds. I like getting in between there, too, because...
Yeah, like dropping down low. Yeah, and then the rock all the way down at the further end on Fisherman's Bay. You know, hitting that rock is just, you know, just keep everything spotted. Then you got tank destroyers behind you, and usually people don't know what to think.
Well, and if you got a tall enough tank, you get behind them rocks there, where you're at, shoot between the rocks.
Oh yeah,
and they can't.
The 2 rocks dead center.
Your gun.
They'll just hit your gun mantle trying to aim at you.
Yep.
So, you know, light tank, just trying to keep an angle on him. I kind of lost my angle there for a second, got worried. And comment, you know, trying the backside scrape, but your rear armor is only so thick. And then I realized I got myself jammed up against the rocks. So we got 2 shots in. Overall, though, like, holding the middle position with enough view range, you this corner right here that I'm at, you pop up right here, and then you just got view range all the way down it. You don't really have to be aggressive. Just wait for them to push it out. Especially whenever you don't have a lot of numbers on that side. So right there, you know, that little fight that went on, that was all 5 of the tanks. All 5 of the enemies that died were on that side. Maybe not all 5, maybe like 4. But it was quite a few. So the light tank, the Trailblazer, the Comet, and the Tiger II. And then, you know, we're getting slowly picked off just because everyone's kind of clustered and rushing up by themselves.
Well, them guys were pretty brave rushing up on you like that.
I mean, I
That
had a
was a
team
costly
behind me,
mistake for them.
and then my team made the same mistake pushing up. You know, not expecting that many tanks to go back there. And I've been noticing in a lot of matches as of recent, there's been a... You'll watch like 6 guys go in one area, you know? And it's like they end up against 2 tanks. And then they all die. Now, the Leo rushing up, I don't know what he was thinking. So like
I don't know
positioning
what he was thinking either. That was...
Yeah, positioning on the
He got
corpse right
excited.
here. Way too excited. Way too fast. You know, just using the LTB corpse as cover. Kind of track the Leo in place and making him waste rounds.
Oh, I love using dead tanks for cover.
All the time. Especially when the barrel's slightly poking out, you can kind of use that to cover some of your weak spots.
Yep.
Or like right before you die, aim up a little bit. That way you can cover a hatch of like a teammate. Sometimes an enemy, you know. Watching the tree fall
100%.
down in the back. Yeah, I knew there was some tank destroyers there. That's like you get a lot of matches where you're sitting there like, I think we might be able to clutch this, but then nope. You never really get the chance.
A lot of people. There's another tree falling down, so you know they're coming. Always watch for that too.
I actually have no clue if there's an artillery event going on or not. I hope not. I know that during ranked play, artillery was locked, which honestly I loved.
Yeah,
So
I did too. No artillery. It was
now,
nice.
7-on-7 though, nothing but heavies. That's all it felt like.
Yep. And
No
a few
clue where that
mediums.
shot went.
Every once in a while, you get a light in there.
Occasionally,
mostly-
you know, mostly mediums and
Yeah.
heavies and tank destroyers. It felt
Yeah.
like the OE4 was dominant during this ranked gameplay too.
I made 6 million silver playing rank.
I don't know how much I made. I know that ranked gameplay is totally worth it though with the rewards you get. Like the chests and everything else.
Yep. Oh, it made it all worth it. If I, you know, I should have stayed on yesterday longer and got to the next level. I was
Yeah,
only
getting that
600 away.
senior grandmaster is what I think it was.
Yeah, I was
Or
only
like
600
senior
away.
master. Just it's in the master league.
When I quit, I was so tired. I couldn't
William,
play anymore.
279Es. A lot of people weren't running those. Like the most dominant tanks you probably saw inside ranked was Super Conks, OE4s, OE5s.
IS-7s.
Oh yeah, IS-7s definitely. I didn't see a lot of IS-4s. Actually, I don't think I saw any
Nope.
IS-4s during
I-
ranked gameplay
I did.
this week.
I did. Here's the
You
thing
did?
with the 279E. Everybody knows that if you get on the side of a 279E, you can two-shot it.
Yeah, not
Once
just well. I
everybody's
mean,
learned how to
it
kill it,
still
nobody
got
wants to use
the
it.
armor though. It still got the armor.
It does.
Like even in the front, depending on like the locations you go to,
Right.
it holds up extremely well. Like,
Right.
and then the reload it's got, you know, getting on the side of it's the problem, especially in ranked play. You know,
Yep. Yeah.
Live Oak's up
Yeah, with-
next.
But I had one. There was a 279E in one of the matches I was in, and yeah, he went sideways on me. And as soon as he did that, I put one in his
Yeah.
side, ammo racked him.
And plus with
He
the fact
flicked
that
it, I ammo racked him again, and then I blew his top off.
oh, 30.
Yeah. I
Um,
see Bat Chats do it all the time.
oh, here's this match, Blade. This is with the Kampfpanzer.
Oh, yeah. This was a good match. This was the one that you said was a good match.
That because it was a good
This-
match. This was a crazy good match. I need to put my phone on vibrate. It's kind of funny, you know. Scam likely, and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're getting called by scam. I thought it was normally early morning, it's
Yeah.
not late afternoon.
Yeah, I was in the standard B in this one, and yeah, it didn't work out well.
Yeah, it was still a good match, though. I mean, we're super top tier. You know, what was it, 4 tier 9s per team?
Yep.
Something like that. We also have an artillery
Yep.
as one of our 9s. So up in the
And
front
so
row
did they.
combat. Yeah,
Yep.
I think they did. But it just, I don't know what they were doing. If they would have just rushed over the cliff, we would have been in a lot more trouble than what we were.
That's true.
But starting off, it went really well. You know, I
Can't,
don't
I can't remember. I think I got caught out in this one.
That was a little nice
What
snapshot of
happened?
Vanguard. I'm on the move, he's on the move, and I aimed in, and I let it, and I hit him. Yeah, that was a good little shot. 297, but still a good lead. Oh yeah, the T10. That's a nice
Yeah,
little
we
high roll
pushed
for
this side.
343. Yeah, well, I
pushed
mean,
this
look
one
at the
hard.
map. You know, there's 3 guys up top, and everyone else went low. Even the artillery's down here. So, yeah,
Yep.
who was playing in the artillery? Was it I think it was Toto, because General doesn't have a tier 10 arty. Was General with us in this match? Or
No,
was
this
it
was a
Alpha?
tier 9. I think it was. I'd have to go back and look. Let me. Hang on. I can tell you in just a second here.
Well, don't worry about it, because we got the stats at the end of the game. It's like stay
Remember who-
caught up
'cause
as
it's-
much as you can.
Because it's. I think it's Toto because it's a tier 9 match.
Yeah, I think Toto was working on his, what would it be? Maybe the German? Might have been working on German artillery, which honestly is super dirty. Missed that lead shot on the Vanguard. You know, they're way too fast and too small. And then at the
Goodbye.
Trailblazer and the other 3 variants of it with the reloads they got and the damage they put out. You know, it's like the only difference that the Vanguard has is a slower reload by 15 seconds, but it's got plus 0.7 camouflage rating, and that's it. But look at this. It's just like, you know, that we put them in a bowl, and we're all just coming around up over the top, shooting in into this
Yep.
bowl. And then all the way at the top of the map, it's just 2 mediums. I mean, look at this. It's a slaughter. We've only lost 3 tanks. We lost 2 mediums and a heavy.
That's right. Artillery hits me in this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because you were complaining about getting hit for what was it, like 1,500?
Yeah, it was stupid. Well, I mean,
Well,
He
I mean,
killed
it was
my-
multiple shots. Definitely not one shot because it's a bat
No.
chat.
yeah, it was multiple shots, but I mean, the first shot like killed my driver and my loader and ammo
And
rack.
the Strav
and
103
it was
right
just- It was stupid.
Sitting at their base, it's like he's got gun depression. You know, he's got armor for auto ricochets against 105s. You know, I don't know why he wasn't pushing up on that right side unless he was AFK at the start of the match and just didn't do anything until the last few seconds, you know. Oh, the 53 broke my gun. I'm pretty sure
I don't
I'd
even-
probably fix that. I can't stand running with a broken gun.
I don't know what that Strav was doing. He was just sitting there like he was AFK
Yeah,
or
sitting
something.
there out in the open. Oh,
Yep.
that was
And then-
lag.
And then you shot him, and then he turned around.
Yeah, he's all like, wait, I'm being shot. I think it's time for me to pay attention. Right there, I fixed the gun. It's like everyone in our platoon's
Yeah.
still alive, too.
You
You
know,
know,
I died.
give that a
I died right towards the end.
icebreaker, a
Artie-
slight angle.
I think Artie smoked me, and then Uh, I don't. Man, you think I'd remember? Well, we've played so many games. It's
Way
hard to
too many
remember
games,
what.
just going over a crap load.
I was looking since the.
Wow, I went
Hot
through his
Wheels
top
thing.
plate with standard APCR. Well, then again, you know, it's like, well, I'm right next to him. There's no diminishing your returns from an inch away for armor
Right.
pen. But it's like right on him like that. That's not nice.
You know, when you stick your gun into their tank.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good little profits there, you know, 3,684. We're gonna swap over to the overall score screen here in a second. And where are
Well, maybe
you?
I didn't die in
It
this
was
one.
General. General's in
I
there.
didn't. Yeah.
And then there's Toto. I don't see your damage. It's blurry on my end because I got the board opened up. And then going over the list. Next match. What was this on? So, all right, Dragon Ridge. And this was me playing with Beefcake, Matt, and Beatus. They were all like, pull out tier 9. They were working on a couple of 9s.
Oh, I did 1,000 damage in that one. I just,
In the last one.
yeah, just couldn't quite.
Positioning on that map, especially inside the standard B. You know, standard B, you don't have really thick armor.
Right, and
You know, you couldn't be as aggressive as I was inside the Companza, for instance. You know, that thing,
well, that
250
the
armor.
reload time is what the reload
The
time is
autoloader?
what kills you on that. Yep. If you fire all 3 shots like I did on the one, then you're looking at almost it's like 45 seconds to reload.
Yeah, just like the Progetto 65. Reload's crazy long on that tank. They really need to bring it up to the PC standards, because even at PC standards, it's still not going to outmatch most of the mediums on console. Its reload's just way too long.
Well, yeah. Well, they what do you call it? The Peugeot 65 has got. I mean, it's like 17 seconds for the first shell to load, and
Yeah,
then when you
and
get to the
that's
last
comparable
one,
to
it's
like
like
the
12
reload
seconds.
of the OE3 or the OE4. You know, it's like
Right.
they're hitting for 800, 1,000.
But the last shell only takes like 10 seconds to load.
Yeah, but
So when you
how,
get to
how
that
long
full
does it take
call-
the OE5 to reload? 7.91 seconds. You know, you're being out
Right.
DPM'd by a heavy tank, and you're in a medium
Right.
with less damage per
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, in the Peugeot, if you shoot all 4 shots, you're looking at
Like a
it's
52
almost
second
a
reload.
minute. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost a minute to reload all those shells.
So this
Like I said,
this
17
play,
seconds for the first one, 15 for the second
yeah, so
one, and then
that's
14,
32,
and then I think it's
46.
13 for the third one, and then 12 for the last one.
Oh, for base reloads? Yeah.
Yeah,
So right here, I think that's Beatus. Yeah, that's Beatus getting rushed like crazy by light tanks. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to push in. We're going to try and take out these light tanks as quick as we can because, you know, got to get them out. Do not want them to stay up. Especially since we're middle tier. That T-54, he's not upgraded. Like, the shape of the turret, you can tell. Like, once you play long enough, you know when a tank's upgraded or not.
yeah. Well, I mean, to get the best damage out of the Peugeot, you never want to fire all 4 shots.
Never. Like, the
You
only
wanna-
time you fire all 4 shots is, like, you know you're going to be out of the fight for a while. You know?
Right, or that you're going to clip somebody out.
Yeah,
If
finish
you
him
clip
off.
somebody out,
Ooh,
like
that
I
was
did
a,
to that fucking did
that
a
was a
meal
late
too.
shot.
Did a meal too. I did that to him. I just sat there and I'd shoot and wait for my shell to load. Let him shoot until he was out. And when he was out, I just ran in with my 4 shells that were still loaded, and he's loading. And yeah, that's like a Peugeot against any autoloader that's over 25 seconds. I will kill.
Yeah. Clip him out. Like, for instance, you know, you take a look at the Kronenwagen. You know, that's a 30-second reload. You can get 2 shots in, Ooh, machine. Pop in the repair kit. And let's take a look at that last shell. Like, okay, so he's firing APCR, so he's shooting standards out of that tank. But still, that 248 pin is just a lot, especially for how fast that machine is.
Yep.
That machine is crazy fast.
It's one of the things I like about it and hate about it. And at the same time.
We've had a couple fun matches in our machines, you know. Yumi and Toto pulled them out the other day and went nuts and killed artillery. I think that match was like the lowest one of us did was like 3,000 damage.
Oh yeah,
For a couple matches in a row. We just rushed artillery for a while. You know, getting sick of getting one hit all the time and just said screw it.
Every match we were in was 2 or 3 artilleries in every match, and it was like, screw this.
Yeah. Like, I think we did that on stream, too. That was like Thursday or Wednesday that we did that.
Yep. Well, dude, that one day, when you started your new job and weren't there, Toto and I and General, no, it wasn't General. Who was it?
Alpha?
I don't remember who all was there. Alpha was there, but we took 4 machines.
Oh, William, don't worry
And then-
about Lance. You don't have to restrict anything, really.
And the
You know, just look for profanity. Lance, what we're talking about is we're going over replays right now, and I think that's blacked out. Yeah, that blacked out. From the past, you know, week, the last 7 days since my hard drive cut out and everything else. And this is on highway. I believe this match is in the 60 TP. But, what were you saying, Blade?
so you broke my train of thought.
Same. I got
But no,
all mixed up.
we took 4 machines.
All
and
right,
then
so then
the,
did he delete it? Because it says message restricted. Don't know why it's saying message restricted. Oh, all right. I caught
Oh,
it, though.
okay.
I read it off, but I just took a second. You know, don't want to interrupt Blade. He's a little bit older, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to make him lose train of thought. I lose train of thought all the time, though. It could be in the middle of a match. I could have a conversation about something and then just... What were we talking about?
So anyway, we had 4 machines, and the which one was it? Where's it at? Oh, not there. It's this one. And nope, it wasn't that one either.
What are you looking for? A recording?
No, I was looking for the TVP 5051.
Whoa, let me guess. That was Alpha. He was probably driving that around.
Yep. And then we had the 4 machines, and we took the hill on the one with the train tracks on the it's the city map with the train tracks and the castle up on top of the hill. Always forget the name of the map.
I'm thinking about it. I got a brain fart, too.
But we went. I told him. I said, "All right, we're gonna go up on this hill, and we're gonna take this hill, and then we'll come down and we'll go behind Heavy Alley and take out the heavies from behind." And we went up there. There was 6 tanks up there. One of them was the autoloader, the German autoloader tank destroyer.
Oh, the Waffle. E100.
The Waffle, yeah, the Waffle. I don't even think he got loaded.
That's dirty.
I mean, we come over the top of that hill, and we just, I mean, it was funny. You'd have laughed to seen it. I mean, we took out all 6 of them tanks up there, like, in the first 2 minutes of the game.
That's horrible. All right, well, real fast, this replay. This is
I felt like I
Encounter.
needed a shower afterward.
I was about to say, you might want to take one. You know, knowing your tank, for instance, the 60 TP, I've been putting a lot of matches into it as a recent. And there's a couple of spots on maps that you can really use to your advantage. So this position right here, it's like the only thing that they can see is my gun mantle and my barrel poking out. You know, it's like my hatches are covered by the poles on top, and this position right here. You know, I just wanted to be known that, hey, you guys need to fix this one. But you know, if you get rushed, you're kind of in trouble.
Sure. But it's a nice place because he's going, where now? He's going, where's
Yeah,
he
he
shooting me
doesn't know
from?
what to do. They all don't know what to do. But dude, get ready. There's a reason why this ended up in Monday Madness. This wasn't no god tier match. This was just positioning and knowing what to do and where to go to do it. You know, like that I mentioned during the Know Your Tank and the 60 TP. Oh, look at that ram kill in the T95E6. You know, your barrel is thick enough to just block shots. You know,
Yep.
and you're going to see that come in play pretty soon inside this match.
Well,
This
that's
was
I did that. I did that earlier today when I was head to head with that guy. I kept sticking my gun in front of his. He kept hitting my gun. Broke my gun twice, I think. But he wasn't doing any damage.
all right. So right here, you know, it's 268 coming up. You know, it's 152 millimeter, 650 alpha. That's the shot I want to block. I'm not worried about blocking that 50 TP. You know, but now that I blocked that one shot, you know, you don't want to. Oh yeah, 60 TP haul down's a one-man army. You know, I felt like trying to push over, and then I wasted a shell. I blocked another shot from the. Yeah, I blocked another shot from the 268 version 4 with my barrel again. So that's 2 shots I've blocked now with my barrel.
Yep.
You know, positioning just right. I know that he's about ready to be reloaded, so rather than taking the shot on the 50, I wanted to block the 4th shell coming from the 268. Angle against that. Angle against the Paladin. And then once again, put my barrel in his gun. What was that? The 5th shot that I've now bounced off my gun? That was like what? Five shots? So 650 times
happy.
by 5. You know, I basically, because he's in my face trying to brawl against me, and I wanted to send these guys a message too. You know, I actually looked at the lobby, and I realized the 50 TP and the 268 version 4 were both on PlayStation. And then once I found that out, I'm just like, you know, I wonder how much these guys hate me right now for what I just did to them. You know, because if I came up
Right.
and
Yeah.
I just got
I find it
steamrolled
more-
by one guy, I'd be sitting there like, whoa. And William,
I
yeah,
found
man,
him-
the 60
the
TP is
more
a
I
hard
played
tank
a
to learn,
tank-
but
Yep.
once you learn it, it's a good
But-
tank.
It's one of the things, the more you play it, the better you get at it. At least that's what I find. The more I play a tank, and I don't mean play and then play other tanks. I mean, just play that tank and one similar to it off and on, and just do that, and you just learn. you
Yeah,
know? But
you
if you're playing a heavy this time, and now I'm going to play a medium this time, and now I'll play a tank destroyer over here, and maybe I'll throw in a light tank. Well, you're not going to really get good at any of them because you're not taking the time to learn each tank.
Yeah, because
You know.
I remember mentioning a while back, you know, there's categories, and every single tank has a category. So like tank destroyers, they have a category. You know, there's like
Yep.
4 types of tank destroyers. And then heavy tanks, there's like 4 types of heavy tanks. And then mediums, same thing. There's 4 types of heavy tanks. And then light tanks, really, there are 3 types of light tanks, maybe 4 types of light tanks. You have your aggressive ones, you have your passive ones. And did I really not show the end screen? Or did I show the end screen? I think I did. Did I just completely goofed it. All right, so shot past it. There
Yeah,
we
you
go.
went by.
Yeah, too much
You
talking.
killed 3.
So right here, let's go ahead and pause. Now, our team, you know, we didn't do a lot of damage, but we had a lot of assist damage. At that 2,000
Yep.
assist damage, artillery was actually helping us out a crap load. You know, the 268 version 4, we only did 919 against them. And then I don't think, I should have scrolled over to him specifically, just to see how many shots he fired that match. I think that would have been what I should have done. Now, Tundra Winter. This might actually be the replays that we wanted to try and get out today, just to have a couple extra inside the match. You know, for
Did you
going
get
on.
Did you get the one where I killed 5?
I have no clue.
At one match, I killed 5, did 4,200 damage or some shit.
Maybe. Lance, the 268 version 4, I like it. I really do like it. But as a tank trying to get into brawling, it's a tank meant for brawling, but you got to be real specific on who you're brawling against. You know, if you make the wrong choice in who you're going to go head up against, it's going to end badly. But you can also do the same thing in the 268. You can block shots with your gun. It's got a thick enough gun to do that. But at the same time, you know, it's like if you're in brawling inside that tank, you're looking for trouble. I actually really do like my 268 version 4 though. Remember getting it and I was just like, ooh, this is going to be fun. It was. I got to go get the other 2 tank destroyers out of that line too, so I'm going to have to get back the E907 and get on my grind. Which means, Blade, you're going to have another tier 9 to play with.
Well, that would be sweet. I don't
Yeah.
have any tier 9s I'm working on.
I know,
4
it's
or
like
5
once
tier
I start
8s I'm
working on them, you know, once I start working on my 9, suddenly you have none.
I'll have them. I got 4 5.8s I'm working on right now, and I got another 8 that I'm getting ready to buy, or another 8 I'm getting ready to buy, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So this
but I was trying to get
FV4-202P, I had no clue what he was doing. You know, he's rushing in, taking shots, trying to hit us with damage. But the thing is, he's not using his DPM at all. He's trying to match our shots, you know. And if you're
Yeah.
trying to match shots against someone that does more alpha, you're not going to do anything to him. You know, it's you're going to die before they die because they're hitting you harder. So, you know, like the FE4-202P, the Tier A Premium, it's got like a 7-second reload, which means he should be able to get 2 shots in the time it takes me to get 1, which is 100
Right.
more damage compared to what I'm doing. Instead, watch this guy. I put a shot through his top plate of his turret because he's not on gun depression. He's kind of flattened out, you know, so that top plate in the turret's a little bit flat. And boom, 2 shots. And all he did was sit there. You know, there's no one being aggressive against him. There's no one holding him there. He just chose to sit there the entire time. And honestly,
And-
spotting out that LTG, I was surprised whenever that LTG popped up. Because those tanks, they are camoed like no other. They have really good camo rating. I think that LTG has like a .37 for tier 7. And,
Yeah.
I mean, the T95 that I'm in, the E2, I believe is what the heavy, Sergeant Slaughter.
I don't know how you missed that.
Yeah, it's got 400 meters of view range. So I mean, with the crew I'm running, I'm also running coated optics. So you know, I'm probably breaking, let's say like 490 view range. First shot went right through, and then at the angle I was at, I was a little surprised that he went through. And then looking at it on the left drive wheel, he went through the left drive wheel. And that was like the flattest part of that armor. So rather than hitting like, you know, the nice good angled bolt hull, he hits the flattest part of the armor. You know, trying to get a couple shots into the drive wheel and track him and do some damage. You know, the
I get a
Super
lot
Pershing.
of damage off of tracking.
Oh yeah.
I'm good at tracking. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I'm surprised you don't have 3 marks by the amount you track.
Yeah, you and me both. My problem is I track them and then nobody shoots them.
So they're just sitting there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's horrible. Alright, so now we can hit browse. There we go. Next one's a Properovka. But, you know, right there, you know, middle tier. What was that? 119 per team,
Yeah,
so pretty much top
Proper
tier.
Rocker. I think that's the map I did the
Against
was
the
that the
3
one?
groups of 10s. We're bottom
Yeah.
tier.
yeah, maybe not. I don't remember. We played so many games, I don't remember which games were which.
It's okay, I get like that too. But this
I think
is
I
the
was
one that
only
I
on the
pulled
team
out
that
the
died in this one.
Becky Lynch. You know, and then we looked at the map, and another thing about this match coming up, you know, we
Yeah,
are
this
going to
was the
complain a
match.
little bit. We're going to complain a little bit. I'm totally
That
fine
was
with
the
that
match
complaining.
that Artie that already
Okay,
hit
so real
me,
fast,
and then I got
let's go ahead and
double tapped.
pause. So looking at this board here, we have 3 tier 10s. That's all we got. Looking at the enemy team, they got 3 tier 10s. Oh, wait a minute, they got 6 tier 10s, and then they have a group of 3 artillery that are all 10. As soon as we saw that, we were just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That did not look that good, in my opinion. But, it's
Yeah, I was
stopping the
thinking
recording.
this is not going to be good.
Yeah, with platoon matchmaking that they introduced, like, what was that, 2 years ago that they introduced it? Since there was not enough people in a platoon within our category, so 4-man platoon, they put 2 platoons in the enemy team, so they ended up with 2 tier 10 platoons. And the part that makes me laugh is that they get 3 tier 10 artillery. We get a tier 9 and a tier 8 artillery. Like, there's no balancing this match whatsoever.
No balance at all.
None.
Matter of fact, I think Toto screenshotted it to send in.
He sent it. He's sending it to the forums because that's some
'cause
ridiculous
they had-
matchmaking.
They had, 3 more 9s than we did, or 3 more 10s than we did.
Yeah, Lance, and they're all tier 10. So I do remember I was slacking off whenever I was making this recording. I probably had some Mountain Dew and opening up another granola bar. But I do get on the match as soon as it started. Looking at the board, I was just like, wow, And then I looked at the light tanks that they had.
And then we won.
Hey, don't spoil it yet. but yeah.
Oh, sorry.
This match, it went on, and just like with good teamwork and good placement on our team, that's what it was.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Toto got hit hard this match too.
Yep. Well, we had good spotting, which helped.
Yeah. Me rushing up on the right side, and then our other light tank was taking the middle. I don't know why you would have 2 light tanks go to the center either. It's like 1 light tank's all you need there. You don't need 5.
Yep. I agree.
If you got multiple light tanks, you should always try getting the left side of the map. Straight down that 1 line. Try and take over that side.
This is that map that I sat up on top of that hill in that bush in my Pajero and did 6,400 damage and was never spotted the entire match.
Should have went and capped the base. One of the hardest medals to get right there. Now, right here, I was like, oh, sweet, I can get in the position. And then the enemy light tank, the T-54 lightweight, pulled up just in time to spot me out. Just completely give me the finger and say, nope, you're not going there. So, as soon as I saw that hit land on him, I'm just like, oh, please kill him. I want to be able to get over there and, just get in all that juicy spot assist. And we're against 3 tier 10 artilleries too. And if we take out their spotting and their eyes, what can the artillery do except for hit the light tank that's spotted? That's on the move the entire time.
I think in this match, I actually cut across the middle at some point over to, like, E5.
Someone rushed the center. I don't know who rushed the center, so that's what I wanted to see, and we're going to see it inside the replay. I'm actually right now watching the map because whoever rushed the middle spotted out all 3 of the enemy artillery. And then as soon as they were spotted, it was game over. And this was what was really confusing to me. I mean, look at how many tanks are on the board. And then no one went right. There's only a couple of tanks on right. So we got a UDES off in the distance. There's 2 heavy tanks down low. But honestly, there's a low IS-3, and then that's the E-100. Most of their tier 10s went to the right side. And the right side, you don't need tier 10s to go there. You would be better off with the 9s going there. Your top tiers, you want to take over this 1-2 line. You take over the 1-2 line, it's game over. Alright, having issues with data. I hope we're not having issues with data. No, we're not. We're good.
Somebody cut across the middle with me at some point. And I think it was Toto. Because Yeah, General's playing artillery. Yeah, Toto and I cut across the middle right there and started shooting down because we weren't getting anything over here.
Oh yeah,
Shooting them
you guys
straight
went
on.
down the center, but I mean, look at that. You know, look at how many tanks just died within that small amount of time.
Oh, they're still dying.
Yeah,
They're
they're
still
still
dying.
dropping. But it's like they had 6 tier 10s compared to us. They had 3 tier 10 artilleries and no spotting going on the right side. You know, if they would have taken out the right side, the rest of the map would have fallen. You know, because once you take over the 1-2 line, you can go straight down the center around EF and head up to like the 6 position on EF. And right there, suddenly you're haul down. You know, you're haul down. Not a lot to worry about. And you got shots on the side of the hill with the rest of your team that's still holding them back. And by that point, there's only one spot that they can fall back to, and that's E0. And that's below a hill. And only so many tanks can fit there.
Right?
So, yeah, taking over that 1-2 line is just the best bet. And I mean, look at this. It's basically a steamroll. There's one tank left in the enemy team. You know, I'm
This
sitting
is
here.
the match I think this is the match I killed 5 in.
Maybe. I believe I got the stats inside this match. So we'll take a look.
That E100, I was just smoking him. He kept
Yeah.
turning his turret sideways to me and giving me side shots.
That's because we
and I
had so
just
many
took
light
advantage.
tanks rushing them. You know, the 2 light tanks were alive the entire match. I didn't take any damage until that low got a shot on me. Honestly, I was surprised I didn't get hit by that E100. So let's go ahead and... Oh, crap. Got to go back just a little bit.
Yeah,
A little
that
bit too far back.
E100 didn't know what to do when you guys started running around him, which is
Oh,
why
I mean,
I was able to
I
get
was
so
just
many shots in on
auto-locking
him.
onto him. And that's all I was doing. So yeah, Blade, you got 2 shots off, 1,426 damage. But, you know, majority tier 9s, majority 10s. You know, you still
Right.
did good. And then we had a Minotaur, which kind of strange to see a Minotaur sitting
that
up
wasn't
there.
the match
PlayStation
then.
player. Look at that, 2,851. Congrats for him. Especially in that upgraded KV5. You know, that's a pain to get, so he did pretty good.
Yeah, this wasn't it. I only killed
Toto
2
got
in
smacked
this
by
one.
artillery way early, and he couldn't really
Yeah.
rush in or do anything. So he was in trouble right off the bat.
Yeah, I was bouncing off a bunch of tier 10s on this one.
Oh, this one. So we kept on seeing this same platoon. We saw them 2 matches. What was their tag? Do you remember what their tag was, Blade?
I don't.
It was the double
remember.
tortoises. Along with...
Oh, yeah.
there we go. Nukes. So,
Yeah.
majority 8 match, you know, 4 tier 9s per team. You know, we're middle tier. I got slapped this match. Like, I still put in the best that I could, you know. I felt like taking out the rack, the Centurion 5-1. It's another, you know, British medium premium. There's been a lot of those popping up as a recent too. You know, you got the Bellerophon, you got the... What is it? There's a lot of them, dude. Just too many to go over for tier 8 medium British. And then you got the Earthshaker, which is pretty much the same body, same turret, just a 105 gun. Swedish. Crap loads. Look at that. Toto's inside the Yagel. He hasn't played that too much. You know, I really
that's
want to
right,
get a
I'm in the-
review out on the Yagel.
I'm in the KV4 in this one.
Oh, yeah. Nice and slow. Look at that. I remember making a call out saying, you know, I just ricocheted 490. Pretty sure the E75's on this side. You know. I'm pretty sure he wasn't too happy that it bounced off me either. 246 pin and you bounce off a tier 8. Then again, he did hit the thickest part of my turret.
Right? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, a couple of positions
gets-
to rush to on this map.
You know where I'm going to end up on this map?
Nice and close.
Right
getting
in front. Yep, right up front on that corner up there.
Yeah, there's the
I put in some work.
E75. Look at where he is. I saw that and I was like, all right, let's aim at that bottom plate. It turns out I bounced off it. I was like, what? And then that second shot that went through, that was 120 millimeters of side armor. And just in time, he angled just right for me to go through. And then here comes Toto, you know, sharing the hit points. That E75 was like, oh.
He's good about doing that, though.
Yeah, he comes
I've
up
had
and
him,
he's willing to take
Nope.
shots for you. You
he's
know?
willing to pull right in front of you so he takes the shot instead of you.
Yeah,
And,
but he just
you know,
got slapped by Artie. That was probably the rest of his hit points for that single shot that just came up. Lots of Vanguards that we're punishing. I am so happy that we are punishing Vanguards. And then the E75, look at how aggressive he was. You know, he doesn't have a lot of hit points, and he should know the reload of these Centurions. I mean, there's so many of them. And we hit the rock. What's up, Gracie? E75's out. I mean, man, you got to think about the reload. Like, my reload right now is 6.14. You know, and the time I get a shell loaded, E75 is not even halfway done with his reload. He's got like a 12-second reload even with, you know, everything to boost it to the fastest.
Shot the rock.
I did shoot the rock. Don't judge me.
I'm,
Mistakes are made.
I'm a little behind. A little
That's
behind.
it.
I'm up on the
There
corner
you
up
are in
there
the
putting in
front
some
against
work.
that Carnivon. Yeah, just right up top. You know, still loading the premium. I wasn't really thinking about it too much by this point. I'm just like, you know, I'm loading whatever I'm loading right now. Carnivon's out. There's the M12. You know, I was like, can I load in time? No, I can't. Now, what's coming up? Rather than, you know, trying to be aggressive against the artillery, I should have been more aware of my surroundings. You know, because you never know. You rush into a new area. I mean, I should have been looking at my map. I was too busy looking straight ahead, not looking at the map. And now that you see the remote moving, I'm suddenly paying attention to the game again, checking the map. I didn't realize that, boom, there it is. There was a tank destroyer to my to my right. So,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yeah,
You come around that corner and bam!
just dead. Yeah, that wasn't
Made me
super fun.
pause. Right about now.
Yeah. You just sat there at that corner. You're like, wait, where'd that come from? You died?
Yeah, I seen you
then-
blow up and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Where was that from? And then I
Yeah.
killed him for you.
Oh, there's your first shot. I actually have no clue where that went. I don't know if that was gun depression playing against you, or if it was just horrible RNG and just gun dispersion that just destroyed you.
Yeah.
Look at that. M12 just basically shotgun a light tank. The LH MTV. Isn't that the tier 8 for the British lights? I believe that's tier 8. Yeah, it's got to be, because you had the setter at tier 7 and like the Gosa,
Yep.
or the Gosh, however you pronounce it, at the tier 9. And then Toto just recently got his Manticore too. He's excited about that Manticore.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I know I would be.
I just wanted to go up and kill this artillery because I wasn't going to sit on the cap and let
Right
artillery
here.
take pot shots at me. He was right there.
Yeah, right here at this point. You know, we were talking about if this ISU-152 just pushed up a little bit more, just to get that spot range, you know, just to get the view range. 'Cause
Yep.
it's heavies in a tank destroyer. You know, he
Yep.
would have been able to spot him out, but instead he takes a blind shot and then he backs up. You know, costing the match. Like he could have did a reset, and we could have won that. Like with just a couple of seconds to spare.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he didn't. I mean, sacrifice, take a hit. I mean, it's okay.
I mean, that's all he could take was one
you got
more
hit,
hit.
points.
You know. All right, so this you'll remember this one. This is the one that the Borg-Sig drove off the cliff,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
won. Yeah. This match was pretty good.
Yeah, this one, 5 kills in that one. Did you see that?
It's just starting. We'll see it in a minute.
No, I'm talking the last match was 5 kills.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice. So we got Toto in the Death Star, Blade in the Patton, General's pulling out the 279E.
Yeah, this is.
This is
I think this is one of my better games here.
yeah, pushing up. Arctic region, I really like Arctic region. Especially since they redid it. Wow, look at all the rocks. They're not even loading in all the way yet as we turn that corner.
So you're still about 20 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, you're the one that decided to rewind.
I didn't rewind.
I thought you checked the start of the match.
Well, I was gonna do, and you said no to have stats
don't
at the end, so I didn't.
avoid that. But Blade, there you are, am I right? We're pushing up, and just so many tanks getting spotted out right here. Right here, this made no sense.
This
to me.
right here,
I don't even know where that shell went.
We had some really good teamwork here.
Yeah, we got Toto behind us in the Death Star, and then you and me up front.
And I had the spotting, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. My 60 TP, I sacrifice a lot of view range inside my 60 TP, just for that extra gun handling and reload. And I think this was the first match that I actually took off my snapshot perk and swapped it out for muffled shot. Lucky 777.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a great way to start off a match in the 60 TP, rolling for nothing but 7s.
This is where you push me to the outside. Let me have the inside.
Well, I need the inside for the gun depression. Yeah, you got 9 degrees, but I got a bigger gun.
I didn't mind.
Centurion AX, look at that. He wasn't even paying attention. He was too
he
busy
got double
shooting
tap.
whoever it was and left. Rather than sitting there where he was, he should have just backed up.
Yep. Some people don't think about that stuff. Man.
No, he was just completely, tunnel vision focused. Did not care what was on the side of him.
That's like General. General will do that too sometimes. He'll pull
Careful.
up, and if
This
he
is
thinks
being recorded.
I know, but if he thinks that he's in a tank that can take the hits,
he'll
just
go.
sit there.
Yeah.
Oh no, General's a good player. I don't mind playing with him at all.
No, I really do like playing with General.
A lot of times he does better than me. So I can't complain.
I don't know.
He definitely puts out the DPS, but he's just not always a team player.
Okay, dude, the 666, the devil's number. Every single time that pops up, I mention it. It's like, hey, look, devil's number, Like, even if it's an allied tank, if we see the devil's number, we always put it out there. All right, I need to start staying zoomed in on my shots more, because right there, how fast I zoomed out, I knew I ricocheted, but I don't know where I ricocheted on the side of that tank destroyer.
I've only had that happen once, where I was on 666 hit points.
I've had it a few times.
I can remember.
My light tanks a lot, because you only have so many hit points in those. And, you get hit once by like a 152, 130, and suddenly it's like a good portion of your health, and all you have left is 666. Yeah.
Yeah, we did a good job working this corner here.
Right here, I was just, kicking back. Like, I remember mentioning the Blade. I wonder if I can snipe the Artie out in the distance. Wait to see a shell get lobbed and try and hit him out in the back. I think I'm going to start doing that from now on, because I go to this position a lot in my 60 TP. And I think that I'm just going to start watching the back of the map for artillery shells leaving the area. And then just take a blind shot into the distance.
If nothing else, it'll make them move if you hit them.
Oh, like a critical hit, they'll dip. I think the Death Star just hit the Type 5 with a Hesh round for that 590. And there's the artillery. He is running. He knows the left side's going to fall.
Yep.
And he just ran. Now, right
I'm way
here,
off to your
I
left.
remember Toto was talking about, we need to fall back. So you said that you were going to head back, and because you got
Yep.
the view range and everything else. And as soon as you fell back, all the enemy tanks decided to start pushing up. The Death Star came up, and it's like if you were there, he would have been dead way before he made it down there.
Yep. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, once I turned around, when he called me back, I started heading back there.
Yeah, I remember checking out your match.
That's when I
You
killed that.
fired like 29 shots, 24 direct hits,
Yeah.
and what was it, like 13 penetrations?
Yeah. Like, well, that VK, I bounced off of
Oh
him.
yeah, VK's thick, dude. They are thick tanks. Now, right?
Well, I
okay, now
was shooting for his mat. I was shooting for that soft spot on the barrel, the mantlet there, and my shell kept missing. It would go high, it'd go low, it'd go left, it'd go right.
The
And then
entire
we
front
moved-
of the VK with premium rounds is weak.
Yep.
And that's the
But
tier 9.
then he
That's
started
not the
moving up.
7201K. The 7201K, you can fire standards into his cheeks on his turret, and you'll go right,
Right.
through him. But against like the Panther
Yep.
7, you won't.
Well, that's what I ended up doing. Is I went to premium rounds. I was like, man, I just bounced 6-7 shots off of me.
Time
I
to
was
load
like,
premium.
nope, I'm done with that. Yep, I'm done with that.
And it was kind of funny because I was looking at the forums and someone was all like, "Can you guys please buff this tank?" And I stopped and I'm all like, "Isn't that the tier 9 VKB? That thing's already strong. It's a rear. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a rear-mounted turret. It doesn't have a lot of gun depression, but dude, it's armor. Like even tier 10s bounce off it, like reliably bounce off it. There's a reason why Toto has never sold that tank, and it's always going to be in his garage. The VK100P, so the tier 8 tech tree tank, man. Against tier 10s, that one's lacking. But against like 9s, 8s, 7s, it's solid. I really liked playing through my VK100. I think that was a tech line that I actually stopped using boosters on it, just to grind it out a lot. And on that bat chat there, those trees were blinding. I could not see him at all. Trying to lead that shot was like confusing because I didn't know where the start was or where the end was. I didn't know where the end of the mountain was going to be. And that's one thing that they need to fix too, is trees. Once you knock them down, if you're inside a tree, it should consistently be, one way. That way, instead of, having to be center on the tree for it to disappear, it should be the second that you're inside of it, it should disappear. Or like anywhere near it, rather than you zoom in, you pull forward a little bit, and suddenly you're blind as a bat.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad in this match because I got back there, and if I'd have had that one shot, I'd have saved Toto. He wouldn't have died. But I shot and missed, and he died. I was like, I'm sorry, man. I felt bad,
The E100, with the update that they put on PC, it's rather than that 250 turret armor, they gave it an extra 20. So it's at 270, which makes it to where, most, tier 10s can't penetrate it frontally with standard rounds. And it makes it bounce more reliably. So, PC, they did really good with the most recent update that they put out. But console, everyone's just waiting for it. We're waiting for that IS-4 buff. We're waiting for them to make that first gun competitive and, to increase to 30 millimeters to 50.8. And then same thing about the E100. Everyone's waiting on that buff. Everyone's waiting on that buff. Because once they buff it, oh yeah, I'm buying it back. Yeah, artillery tried to run. Honestly, I probably should have held my shell and let him drive off the cliff, because he would have killed himself anyways.
Right.
I was just like, I want that damage,
Right. Never let them suicide if you don't have to.
Yeah, take it. You know, the team can
That's
get
like that
silver bonuses
E100
later.
when he knew he was going to die and tried. Remember that when that E100 knew he was going to die and tried to drive off the into the water,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Didn't
I
we
shot
track
him
him?
right as he went off.
Oh
I
yeah,
shot him right
you
as
were
he
in the
started to
OE3
tilt
that
down into
match.
the water. I killed him.
Yep.
I very rarely kill myself on purpose.
So, Monday Madness. We didn't have a lot of recordings for today. No, this was an hour worth of
No,
content. You know, and the last couple we did, it was like
right.
2 hours.
Well, with the PC being down and stuff, we didn't get as many matches in either.
Yeah, during that Sunday, going into the next week. And then
Yeah.
speaking of which, tomorrow, um, I might do a stream tomorrow. I might not. If they do add a new tank, I'll try my best to get my hands on it early and get a review out on it as fast as I can. Speaking of which, I have absolutely no clue what's coming out. I never know what's
Yeah, I'll be
coming
there in a
out.
second.
Look at that. There goes Borsig
Is this the
drove
last
right off the
match?
clip. Yeah, that's it. That is all the matches that we had for Monday Madness. That was the last one. Unless you want to, you know, see what we did inside the captured King Tiger.
Actually, dinner's ready.
Well, perfect timing.
Yep. So,
Oh, look at that. A restart.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go, but I'm wanting to see the
Blade.
stats here real quick.
Yeah, that match. You know, you did 4,200 damage, 3 kills.
Yep.
You know, you put in some
Yep.
work that match. And then I remember I scrolled back up to you and looked at yours. Yeah, 29 shots fired, 24 direct hits, 13 pins.
And most of them were that BK
Tomorrow
that I was
is the
shooting
reset. So everything that's going on, tomorrow is going to be the reset coming up. So real fast, let's go ahead and jump in the tanks. And then I think it's scene 2. Yeah, scene 2. We'll go over to news real fast. They can't hear you anymore, Blade. Swapping over to scene 2 removes all that. So yeah, on track for American vehicles as of today. And then artillery versus lights, yeah, that can go die. So this is what I'm, you know, excited about. So right here, Blade, continue to watch for a second because you're gonna like this too. Starting on December 1st. Here it is. So we're not letting up on the November specials just yet, Commander. We've got new 1-week challenges waiting for you. Test your ability and dish out the hurt. So your goal is to just to destroy 80 vehicles in 1 week. You know, go for the kills. No, it's not. You know, that's going to be nice and easy to get your hands on. It's 850 gold plus 2 camouflage vouchers. And there's also no restrictions at all, which means we can jump down like a tier 3 and just, you know, crucial contributions almost every other game. So that's going to be dirty. But it's 850 gold, and that's
I
what's going to
played
be
tier
really
twos.
nice.
I played tier twos and was in a 7 versus 7 match in tier twos, and I killed all 7 tanks. I was the only one that had a kill on the team, and I killed all 7 of them.
It's horrible.
I did like a tier 2. I did almost 2,000 damage in a tier 2.
That's like comparable to like a top tier match in a tier 7 or like a tier 6. Probably a tier 6.
Yep.
So 2k damage. That's ridiculous. Well, other than that, guys, yeah, that's Monday Madness right there. You know, that was everything that we had. Hopefully next week we can get a lot more replays out.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
Definitely.
Well, like I said, your PC going down and stuff kind of threw things
Yeah,
off.
you know, the 2-week reset coming up for the next season. Swear to God, if it's Care Bears or My Little Pony, I'm gonna go play Minecraft. So
I got you.
I have no clue what they plan on doing. You know, like Blade, any ideas on what you think they might do? Because WWE, Hot Wheels, honestly, I don't know how they got that combination to begin with. You know, WWE
Care
thing
Bears.
going in. Honestly, for how different Hot Wheels and WWE is, I would not be surprised.
My Little Pony.
Just horrible.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to be next. We'll see.
X-Men
I just
theme
know
would be
that
cool.
I think they need to like shorten it though. I mean,
Oh,
since I
the
completed Hot
season.
Wheels, I've played over 1,000 games.
Yeah, I've also played. Yeah, you know, on my stream, I noticed that I had a, we jumped on and just I'm at like 1,048 matches played since I completed it.
Yeah, I had like 1,027 today when I was looking at it.
Yeah, it's like you complete it way too soon. You know, and it's not like I'm putting 800 matches in a week. You know, I'm putting like
Right.
200, 300
Well, I mean,
a week. So 1,000 matches, that's a month.
Look at it this way. Tomorrow we'll start week 10. So and we're talking
Yeah,
1,000 matches.
it's almost 3 months a season, you know, and then
Yeah.
you get it over within like the first, what was that, 4 weeks that it was
Month.
out and we had it done. Yeah, the first month it was
Yep.
out and it was done.
or less, 3 weeks.
No, I think we completed it by the 5th week. I think a month and a half was all we needed. A monster
Yeah,
truck
it's-
season.
So that would be cool.
Hold on. Let me mention this. You know, as soon as they announced the Hot Wheels event, you know, they did not introduce anything that impressed me. They added
Right.
4 light tanks that were all reskins. You know, to me that's not that impressive at all. You know, they could have added the wheeled vehicles in. They could have saved the Hot Wheels event for the wheeled vehicles because, in my opinion, that made the most sense. You know, introduced wheeled vehicles during the Hot Wheels because Hot Wheels, not hot tracks. You know, not Attack of the Light Tanks that have faster reloads than Vanguards and almost the same concealment. You know, and a faster
I think
reload.
I
With
think
better
for
armor
the
bit.
next Monday, we should have at least 3 matches that are like tier 3 or 4.
Oh,
Dude,
that would
Have at least 3 matches at 3 and 4s,
yeah that would be all
just
right.
for shits and grins. All I have is
Speaking of
premium
which,
tanks at that level.
Ranked gameplay. I got my commander's chests. I got the M3 light out of it, which I already own, so I got the gold equivalent. And another thing that I want to share, if you guys get gold from the war chests, hold off on opening them. If you buy them, do not open them until all discounts are done. Toto
Yeah.
found out today that whenever you get a tank out of a crate, out of a box, and it's 50% off to buy that tank, you only get 50% of the silver rather than the 100% of what it's worth.
Yep.
So
Yep.
just
I've
a
heard
heads
that
up,
too.
if you got Commander's Chest, Hero's Chest, General's Chest, and you use it to get silver or gold, just hold on to them and wait for all discounts to be removed before you start opening them. So just a heads up.
I don't worry about it. I never get a tank.
I don't know, man. I got the TOG 2 today, and I've never bought the TOG 2. I've never played a match inside the TOG 2, and I think
You've never played the TOG 2?
I've never played the TOG 2. Nope. It has sat in the garage. Never mind. It has never been in my garage. It just got in my garage today.
All right. Well, we're going to play some TOG 2. You're going to when I play that tank, I just drive around going TOG, 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 TOG. Because it's so slow.
It's max speeds like what, 14?
Yeah, something like that. It's like TOG, 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 TOG. Derp.
I mean, it's got really good side armor, you know, really good side armor.
Oh, you can side scrape like a nobody's business in that tank.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Alrighty, well, other than that, you know, I don't know what else to go over really. There's gonna be a new tank coming out tomorrow because the Icebreaker's down to its last little bit left before it's gone, and then it's gone and new tank tomorrow. I honestly have no idea what it's gonna be, but I do know this: in 2 weeks, we are going to be seeing unskinned variants of every single tank from this Hot Wheels event, and I actually wonder what they're gonna do with the light tank. To be completely honest with you, is
Well,
it
they're
gonna be
already
four
doing it with
unskinned
the.
variants, or just
They're
one?
already doing it with the dozer.
Well, the Rampanzer, that was on purpose. They did that on purpose. They released the the ugly one that has worse armor. It had worse armor. It really did. And okay, what I mean by worse armor is the top armor, the top plate on the hull. Okay. They flattened out
Yep.
this one section and they put an engine block inside of it. Now, in this spot that they flattened out, it was 50 millimeters behind it. And then they come
Yeah,
out
they
with the
break
regular
your engine
variant.
all the time.
Yeah. They go right through your top plate dead center because 30 millimeters of spaced armor and then 50 millimeters behind that, nothing is going to bounce off that. That's only 90 millimeters of flat armor, you know?
Right.
And then it's got 152 on the top. And then you look at that flat spot, that's 90. You can't brawl on that tank. You can't brawl on it at all.
Nope.
But it is a solid tank, though. Don't get me wrong. I think for the Halloween event, for what they did for the Halloween event was really cool.
It's a haul down tank.
Oh, dude, even as a haul down tank, it's still, what's the hatch? 139? It's got that big fat cupola on top and just, yeah. I mean, if you're poking a hill and hitting a ridge, oh yeah, that hatch is just a defender. You're not
It
giving
gives
them
them
a
something
whole
to shoot
area.
at, but they can't.
They can't hit it because you're
But
moving.
they can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't pin it because of the angle it's in.
Yeah.
If you're on a ridge line.
Oh, that's another thing. The Hot Wheels event slams down, and then the first tanks that they came out with. Don't get me wrong, I think the Roger Dodger was pretty cool, but the Bone Shaker,
Yeah.
the TS5, it's like,
Yeah.
you know how slow that tank is? I don't think you can call that a Hot Wheels tank, really. So,
If they were fast, it would be too OP.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, if they made it any slower, it would have been too OP, So, however, the reload rate in that tank is fantastic. Grayson wants to see some live games. You want to put in like 2 matches?
I'm gonna eat dinner, man.
Alrighty.
I'm out of
Well,
here.
Blade's gonna go eat some dinner. Other than that, we were gonna do this, and then I was gonna probably pass out immediately after. And then I'm totally down to stream tomorrow, whenever they come out with the new tank. Cause I'll try my best
You
to
working
get that
tomorrow?
in. Yeah, I work tomorrow.
Okay, so you won't be on
But
until
I'm
the
gonna be
afternoon.
getting up pretty early and bugging Toto and being all like, "Hey, dude, you've gotten like 9 tanks out of boxes in the past like 2 weeks. Buy me this thing." you know.
Right. Well, shit, he just bought me a tank the other day.
Yeah,
So.
he's gotten everybody tanks as of recent with those boxes he's been opening. And
Oh,
for
he bought
ranked
like
gameplay,
3 or 4 people tanks.
yeah, it's
besides
totally
me.
awesome. I was broke at the time, and he's like, "Hey, you want the Hydra?" I'm like, "Yes, I want the Hydra."
Yeah, Yep. He
Then
bought me that one
bought
too.
3 people the Hydra that day. But then again, he never
Yep.
keeps track of his Microsoft rewards. Speaking of which, yeah, Microsoft rewards. If you guys don't have that downloaded, and you spend cash in Xbox, or you have a debit or whatever you use, just check out your Microsoft reward points. Toto, the first time he ever checked it, I think he had like $800 worth of gift cards
Wow.
alone. Yeah, he had a crap load. Just because he never checked it. Imagine if I never checked mine, Blade, and then got on it one
Right.
day. From the time I played Star Trek, I'm pretty sure I would have had like $4,000 accumulated just in rewards. So yeah, that I don't know if I should be proud about that. At Star Trek.
But it was fun at the time.
At
All right, man. I'm out.
the years that went. Yeah, don't have too much fun, Blade.
Yep.
So
I will. I'll talk at you tomorrow.
totally try and catch you in the afternoon.
Alrighty.
So the tank, I think they might release tomorrow, and then since Blade's getting off, we can go ahead and jump
Peace
back
out.
over to the game and jump over to scene 1 here. And look at that. See, that's how long we've been off. It went black screen, which means it's loading. Let's take a look, because they should announce it before they officially release it. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to. Oh wow! No, whoa! Incognito mode. Huh. I have no reason to go there. Bookmarks. We're gonna go official form, and from the official form, I should be able to find something. So we got. Let's take a look. Most recent uploads. So community, view new content, physical abuse. What is this? Oh, I came around the corner at the exact wrong moment. LOL. Unfortunately, I didn't get him. Next time. Next time. Mwahahaha. Yeah, people are getting bored. Alright, blue or red tank purchased. Disappointed or not disappointed. Back in black. Fortress, Ferdinand. So far, okay, so November update preview information. Here we go. New tank, new premium tank, AE Phase 1. Okay, so the regular versions. Okay, 279E is coming out. The 279E is coming back out for purchase. For trade-in event starts tomorrow as well. Tier 10 cell. Back in black bundles, 4 of a kind. Winning style, bounce all day. Starting on the 26th till the 30th of November, it's going to be +1, -1 matchmaking. That's going to be nice. So, no one cares about streams. Personal officers are going to be the Thunderbolt, the Strum VK36, and the IS-2M. Tanks added to the premium tech tree. Companza 50 tons. So if you missed out on getting the Companza, it's coming back up. T95E6, 279E. That's it. New premium tank. I guess tomorrow the new premium tank is going to be the 279E. According to Minto Ventimo, which is one of the administrators on the forums. So that's going to be real specific. And while I scroll over, there's one thing I gotta fix real fast, because each time we do Monday Madness and we screw around with it, I've got to change all my settings and video output. So I change it through the speakers, that way you guys can hear Blade. And then I gotta change it back to headset, because what I do is that I just sit at my home page, because there's no audio in the home page, and that helps out. But yeah, 279E coming out tomorrow. I think I'm probably going to be avoiding tier 10 matchmaking for like the next 2 weeks because of that. And AE Phase 1. So if that's the premium tank that they're going to be adding tomorrow is the AE Phase 1, then what was the point of the Fangula? I actually have no clue how long it's going to be available. There's nothing listed. It could be, because it says tanks added to the premium tech tree. So the Companza 279E and T95E6, and there's no time limit listed. It might be a permanent add. So like the way that the 260 is, and the what are the other ones? The Valor, and then the FV T95. You know, those are all permanently added to the game and will never get removed. So if they add them permanently to the game, I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, the 279E just needs to die. You know, your gold. So I'm not a big fan of ranked gameplay, but the way that ranked gameplay works and then the rewards that they offer you, it's like I made 2,000 gold today just from the chests that I opened from ranked. And I was really surprised about that. So I recommend participating in ranked, even if you're not even going to try and go for like the highest stats inside of it. You know what, Grayson? Speaking of which, have you even played your icebreaker yet? The one that I got you? Because I don't think I've seen you play it yet. I don't think I've loaded up your account and saw you on it. Or saw any matches played. You might have. I haven't checked your account in a while, but yeah. So apparently tomorrow, 279 is going to be back up for purchase. You know, if the premium tank they come out with is the... Wow. If they release the AE Phase 1, the base variant, that's going to be too soon. You know, Hot Wheels is still going on. Wait 2 more weeks. Give us something that we've all been waiting for. You know, drop like the... you know, what is something everyone's been waiting for? Well, stop slacking off, Grayson. Get it. Get some matches in it. It's like, I got you tank that, like, what, 2 weeks ago? A week ago? And you're still slacking? Man. Alright, there's a lot of Tier 8 premiums. Alright, so, taking a look here. You know, I'm actually going to bring you guys with me. There we go. So just, you know, Tanks GG. This is so nice. Oh, look at comments. Okay. Yeah, see? Look at this guy. Are you kidding me? Oh, hi, Corporal. I'll read that in a sec. A tank that would be really cool to see. I don't know. Maybe an actual willed tank. However, willed tanks are going to be absolutely devastating and evil whenever they drop. Because, I mean, what you got to look at is this. Top speed is 60. Reverse speed is 60. Forward and backwards at the same top speed. And that's a premium Tier 8. So, we got the Turtle Mark 1, which was just recently added. We got the TS5, which is the Bone Shaker. So, the Turtle Mark 1 is actually the Diamondback. The Corvette's 1, been in the game forever. So, the low FL, M54 Renegade, Sergeant Slaughter, Nameless, Oho, 25U. Let's take a look, go down. This is what I'm excited for. Whenever they add these tanks, I'm going to be so stoked. So, this is a double-barreled Russian tank with a 122mm gun. You know, and I mean, look at the gun depression, 7 degrees in this. That's going to be nice. You know, double-barreled tanks, I'm pretty sure everyone's stoked about those for whenever they drop. And then TLP, yeah, the TL1 LPC, they just recently released that for the wrestling event, WWE. You know, looking at this, we're getting really caught up. What is this? What is this? I don't know. This looks like it'd be fun. Wow. A tank that I am excited for. Rather than the AE Phase 1, what I'd be super stoked to see would be the Object 277 version 2. I love my 277. And to get like a regular variant, look at the low profile on this tank. It's super low. It's just like a pancake on the field. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead back over the tanks. You know, Monday Madness. Or it's in practice. It's going to take time to get it going. Demonback, Edelweiss. Edelweiss, I got a buddy that said he'll probably let me use his account to check it out, but I don't see a point in doing an actual review on that tank. So you know what, knowing that tomorrow they're going to drop the AE Phase 1, which is Defend Gula, you know, which in my opinion, I don't know why they're adding these camouflage tanks or like custom variants of a tank with a completely different name and, you know, a camouflage style that no one really cares about, and then charging you more money for like the base version. I don't like that at all. So it's like, I got the Fangula, you know, it's going to be useful for whenever the Halloween event pops up. While the regular base variant of the tank just, in my opinion, looks better because I can actually put camouflage that makes it look different. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and check out the AE Phase 1. Let's go see how this holds up in matchmaking. And then knowing that on the 26th, that +1/-1 is going to start. Yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot of 8s. A lot of 8s. A lot of 8s. Crap loads. Ooh. Top tier. Couple of 7s, nothing too much. Oh, look, another Fangula in the enemy team. He's probably thinking the same thing. They're releasing AE Phase 1 tomorrow. Honestly, though, AE Phase 1, WOT stocks, are they going up or down? Kind of can't tell. I think they have that reversed. Can you flip it back over? Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like, you know. They're just trying to squeeze out money. Don't get me wrong, you know. I kind of feel like Fry sometimes and pull up my, you know, cash and be like, take my money! And slap it on the desk and, you know, get whatever they give me. There we go, Lance. Found it. I don't know, though. I actually think they're pretty steady on their income for this game. Because a lot of people play it. You know, and honestly, with a lot of the events that they're doing, like Hot Wheels, WWE, they're getting more advertisement on the dashboard. I've noticed a lot of new players have been jumping on. So, I think just because I can, I might play a few matches inside the AE Phase 1 tomorrow. Just a regular base variant in the Fangula. And then put another review out just because I can. Inside of a tank that looks good with actual camouflage. And definitely, dude, the CDC during the +1/-1, I'm probably going to be playing the crap out of the CDC. I kind of want to try and get that thing 2 marked, if I can, 3 marked. So, I'm going to have to put like 200 plus matches in that tank. Oh, can I stop reversing into a rock? Can I please get around it? Where do you go through? Somewhere on the side. Tomorrow will I be streaming? Possibly. I am thinking about it. I might. Depending on if they come out with another Tier 8 Premium. If they come out with another Tier 8 Premium tank, I'll probably be spending a few hours trying to get a good match inside it, and then get a video up on that as quick as I can. But if they're not going to be releasing any, then I might select... I haven't done a light tank review in a while, so I might take out one of my favorites. So that's going to be between the... I'd say Hawk 30 and the LT432. And just try and get a really good match in one of those and get a replay up. I mean... depending if you guys want to see a good match or if you'd like to see me record over live and then just do a quick gameplay and post it up, call that good. You know, because I don't want to be like all the others where I take all my best matches and, you know, throw them out there. And because every single tank in the game's good, and at the same time every single tank is bad. You know, it just depends on how you play it and where you go. Like the AE Phase 1, I struggle playing it just because it's not really in my playstyle. But at the same time, it is, depending on the day. You know, the 10 degrees of gun depression you get, the way the armor's put together. I actually really like the lower plate in the AE Phase 1 at the 171 that it's got. So. Ah, Stravstark, why'd you shoot me there? You know... Once I start learning how to edit, and I actually get programs to edit, I plan on doing, like, completions for, just, you know, taking all my derp moments, jumping in the streams, taking out specific moments, and just throwing together little funny videos if I can. Yeah, artillery. You know, they need a debuff. Not sorry, Yuki. They need a debuff. Man, I feel like I'm doing good and slacking off all at the same time this match. Just kidding. Slacking off. AE phase 1 though. Look at this gun depression. Gotta love it. You know, the way the armor's put together. Just solid tank. And if they're releasing the base variant tomorrow, I'll think about getting it. Because, you know, the custom camouflage, you know, it's nice for the Fangula. But regular variants, honestly, I'm old school. I like regular looks on tanks. I don't like custom paint jobs or whatever. There's no point to do custom paint jobs, and I'm kind of slacking off right now. Alright, sorry. Reading comments. You guys are posting a lot right now. Ooh. Oh! I'm distracted. Alright. Oh well. Stuff happens. William, they need 2 shells and that's it. I don't know. I think that honestly, gun dispersion, I feel like they need to double or triple it. You know, they can leave the damage the way it is, but just increase the gun dispersion values and they would be set. World of Tanks has a lot of potential to get more people to play it. There just needs to be the group to do it, you know. And the way the advertising is going on console, more players are getting on console right now, especially with like the new one coming out and the sale that's going on with all the, you know, the older generation consoles. They're on sale right now, and there's more people getting on. And World of Tanks is a free game, so there's been a lot more people getting on. And yeah, it's nice. Every tank requires skill except for the Absolution. I agree with that, and I disagree with that. I do agree that the Absolution takes no skill to play. You know, that 221 premium pin is just absurd on a tier 6. You know, but then you also look at the Firefly VC and the 171 standard pin. You know, that's up there too. But then again, the Firefly doesn't have armor. And the Absolution has both armor and penetration, along with a decent 85mm gun and like a 3-second reload. It's ridiculous. Same thing about like the Panzer V-4. That's another tank that it's got way more hit points than any tier 5. Outmatches heavies, outmatches all sorts of stuff. Yeah, Panzer V-4. Yuki, that's so mean. And by the way, take a shower. Ooh, you know, World of Tanks, it's got potential. You know, and I believe I've mentioned on stream, not in any of my videos, that, you know, there's a couple of things that they need to update. You know, each time that they update a tier 10 or they make a tier 10 better, tier 8s suffer a lot, you know. And they don't go through super testing, they just drop it and they call it good. And I talked to a guy who was on the super test, and he said that with the most recent update they did to, let's say, like the, what's it called? I hit the tracks. That sucks. The STB-1. So the Japanese tier 10 medium with the hydraulic suspension. It was never in super testing. And right now, there's a lot of talk that people want to see the hydraulic suspension be turned into more like a, that's the same way the tank destroyers work, where you tap right on the D-pad and you enter drive mode or you enter siege mode. But with it always active, it makes those tanks extremely hard to play, because if you're aiming too far down, you can never exceed 20 kilometers. You know, you have to start aiming straight up. And in order for the tank to register that you want to move. You know, and it just makes it hard. It's really weird to aim with the hydraulic suspension, because you aim down, and then as you're aiming in, you feel the whole tank just jerk. like, whenever you're aiming in and you slowly aim up, you feel the jerk. Or you aim down, you feel the jerk. And those mediums, they're jerking without the consent of the operator, you know. So yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Hey, I like the Dreadnought. Is that the Leopard PTA? That's Leopard PTA. What are you gonna do, PTA? You're gonna die. That was like the most nastiest high roll I've ever seen come out of my tank. By the way, that was a crazy 908 damage. And then Trailblazer, you know, the more 3-shot autoloader light tanks they add into the game, just the worse it gets. Vanguard was good enough, and then they decided to add these. Speaking of which, I don't even know if PC has a 3-shot autoloader light tank like that, other than the Vanguard. No, it's not worse than RD players, because the Dreadnought actually goes against tier 9s. So I'm not sorry there. You know what? Let's pull out the Jagdband 3100. This sounds like it would be fun. So, coated optics, large caliber gun rammer, and stacked on top of it, improved ventilation. Yeet. Play some Dreadnought. You know what? Yeah. Jagger can go sit in the garage for a while longer. We'll play it tomorrow. Just get it set up and then, you know, we'll play something else. So, tier 7. Let's see what we can do inside of Dreadnought. Playing some of the Kree today. I wanted to try and get a few matches in it, but each time I played it, we were running up against these tortoises, and I just got out DPM'd by premium shells the entire time. It was not fun. You know, the only thing you see flying out of the front of a tank is red shells and blue shells. It's like, man, you guys are going nuts in the comments today, making me just lose track here. Dang. It's like, can't put a bookmarker down, you know? And see right here, Dreadnought reversing tier 9s. So it's like, honestly, you know, can't really complain too much about it. Start loading the heat, you know, 250 premium pin. Big fat 152mm, horrible accuracy. Gun dispersion, like, beyond worse than worse. I think it's like 0.52 or 0.5. It's up there. Or like 0.48. It's above 0.4, that's for sure. I had the Minuteman, not the base T29. It has been a very long time since I played the T29 too. And whenever I say very long time, we're talking at least 5 years. No, do not spam random comments. Do not, no. Okay? Dreadnought requires... Alright, we got 16 seconds. What do you want to say? Blade was on a little bit earlier. He just got off. He went to go eat dinner. And after that, he's probably going to pass out. So, like, once this is posted up, you know, the first part will be Monday Madness, guaranteed. And then everyone convinced me to play a couple matches live. It's like, oh man, the amount of silver I've been spending. I need to start saving it and outfitting all my tanks and making a little bit more. Stop. You're making it worse. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, you put him in timeout. That's horrible. Ugh. It's like we're gonna have to try and push up here. It's like it's all right, Grayson. We'll continue this conversation in 5 minutes after your timer goes out. Nice going, Yuki. What? Oh, you wanted to confuse me. You confused me. A new gallon of milk. Actually, I think it might be out of milk almost. What? Cool part was we actually ricocheted a shell. Oh, that would have been hilarious if we would have skipped the top of him. Where was he aiming? That flew above us by quite a ways. One of the best things about the Dreadnought. I had to wait before I say this. The unsuspecting victims. For 725 damage. I'm still laughing that Yuki slapped Grayson. That's horrible. Oh no, we bounced right away. Oh, VK doesn't even want to look towards us, because if he does, he's going to get hit. Oh wow, it bounced off the hatch. Oh snap, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up behind us. Alright, so I can't remember if that VK shot or not. But I can remember this. 954. And you were sitting still and still dirted around. Oh, we're so dead. I knew that there were tanks behind me, but it was like, you know, either way I was going to be out. And I felt it coming. But Dreadnought for you, you know, that was actually not a bad match. That was, you know, for being bottom tier, that worked out pretty well. I mean, only 2 shots, but still. It's like one of these days I'll get 8,000 damage in that tank. And that will be the day that, you know, Dreadnought brings the reckoning. Berlin Winter inside the 60 TP. You know, the 60 TP, this tank, I have been falling in love with it. Every single time I play it, I just like it even more. In my opinion, the 60 TP is just that all-rounder. You know, it's not the fastest, but you know what? Everything that it does, it's just solid. It's just a solid tank. Like, what's your opinion on the 60 TP, William? Ah, I love this map, you know. I hate artillery, Yuki. I love this map. I'm not sorry. You know, getting hit for 1,000 damage out of nowhere just hurts. You know, I probably might have to buy back the T-29 and do a review on it. Because that's one of those tanks that a lot of people like to go for. So, that's going to be on the list to do. Hey, look, you're back up. I think your 5 minutes are up. Honestly, if anything, I just thought that was hilarious. Alright, reading comments and playing all at the same time, you gotta, like, try and find a equal position. Oh, man, you guys put paragraphs up. I don't even have my glasses on. You're evil. T-57, and I'm sitting here thinking that there's no hill here. Oh, he just got slapped. Oh yeah, dude, E100 compared to the 60 TP, once you learn how to play the 60, it's just, I mean, look, you know, side by side, I'm still full health. He's already taken 200 damage. Wow, no one went left. Normally it's a heavy fight. Oh wow, look at the heavy tanks in their team. Mostly mediums. Can you shoot him? Thank you. Oh man, that's great. "60 TV rolls in. Ellen show. Ellen's a really good person, but with something happened as a recent, and I don't know what it was. But other than that, you know, she's just a great person. I have no clue what happened with the most recent thing though. Something bad from the sounds of it. Yeah, it's a set time. It's a 5-minute counter, 300 seconds. You'll load some high explosives for that. You know, it's always nice to bring some extra high explosives against side scrapes. So jumping back over to try and side scrape us, you know, and then, oh, never mind. We're loading a high explosive. Is there something? Oh, there is something light. Look at that. There's a waffle. Oh, we base capped? Oh. Alright, we're going to do one more in the 60 TP. You know, as time goes on, and 3 marking tanks, I kind of feel like, you know what, those marks will just come whenever they come. You know, I play aggressive sometimes, and a lot of the time now I'm just enjoying being derpy. I enjoy playing around, screwing around, and doing whatever. Okay. That would explain all the memes I saw. It might be, you know, really nice on camera and then just absolutely evil off camera. You know, it's like those people you meet once and they're the nicest person ever. You know, Tom Hardy, you know, he played in Venom as can't remember the actor, you know, the character name, but he played in Venom and Mad Max and a ton of other movies. Good actor. You know, one of his lines that he has said, some people think I'm the nicest person in the world, and then other people think that I'm absolutely fucking evil. And that's because I treat people accordingly. You know, so what he means is that, you know, he looks at a guy and you know, depending on how that guy treats him, depends if he's going to be an asshole or he's going to be really nice. Honestly, Tom Hardy, you know, it's like, it takes some quotes from him. Talk about a mentor and a role model. That guy's great. As the last match, we're still 10% away. You know, it's like at one point in time I was at like 91%, and then just the matches in that day were just doing crap. But I've maintained 85% the entire time I've played it, so it's been doing really good at that 85%. Sticking to a category. He's back out, and we shot the wall. And next time we get detected, we're just going to take a blind shot. But night, I'm Batman. So now we're targeted. And he's he's not even there. You know, we're just cheesing this out right now. We're still spotted, still 6 cents going off. We're not detected. Detected means that the gun's actually aiming at you. So there's someone in the back is spotting us and out-spotting us right now. And keeping us spotted. So we're going to take one more dumb shot. And now we're going to back off. Because so far that's 4 shells. 1 track. Oh, look at that. And now we hit him in the rear. Baby, come back. That was a large amount of damage. 1,700. .430U. You know, you don't see a lot of 430Us in matchmaking anymore. Okay, they did something to artillery. That was a really weird light up. There was arrows pointing at it. So, Problematic. It's been forever since I've seen that guy. Problematic's probably been playing about the same time as me, and he also played in beta. Seeing his name pop up, that brings back memories. I don't know where that shot went. Oh, he's not even upgraded. Nice. No, I don't want to name every single country. Do you know how many countries there are? Because I don't. I'm going to have to Google search that now. I'd just be mean to this tortoise. Put the gun in the way. That's a lot. Well, fun fact, did you know Texas is bigger than Germany? Oh, boo boo. He just got lit up. Alrighty, well, let's take a look here. Yeah, I maintain that 85%. Getting up to that 95%, you know, I'd have to like pull out about 4,500 damage every single game just to get up to it. And then to maintain it, I think it's like 3,700. Alright, so for, let's say, the last game of the day, what do you guys want to see? Jagdpanzer U100 or Dreadnought? Ah, the Scorpion G still set up. Alright, so Dreadnought. It's like we still got Grayson. And you too, Lance. Yaguru or Dreadnought? Missouri exists. So are we talking about John Cena? You know, treat him invisible? Alright, so it's a 50-50. Because Yuki never makes up his mind. You know, just like, choose one, whatever. Go nuts. Alright, you know what? These things have been sitting under my TV since high school. Odd number. It is a Yaguru. Even number, it's a Dreadnought. Five. So guess what that means? Yaguru. I literally rolled the dice on that one. Talk about RNG, right? It's like, it's kind of funny because I was thinking about the next giveaway. I kind of want to try and get like 100 people into it. So give it like a couple week notice. And then mention it as many times as we can. Just to get multiple people into it. And then literally take like a 20-sided dice. And then put like groups of 20 in categories. And then just roll the dice. And then to do it like to where we get down to like the last 6. And then we roll a 6-sided dice. That way it's all RNG based. But that would take a lot of work to put together because I'd have to label everybody under like colors 1 through 20. So like blue 1 through 20, green 1 through 20. You can get like a couple 20-sided dice, all different colors. Yaguru, gotta love it. This is the tank I would love to 2-mark as well. Anyways, what's your guys' idea on that dice plan? Well, apparently we completely missed him. And I mean, if I did like a roll of the dice, I would actually be able to record it too. Well, you got to think, even though there's a lot of work involved in it, you know, people who put down their comments, you know, put down their gamer tag and we put in entries, it's like I could do it all computer generated with copy and paste and then just categorize based upon colors. So like, okay, we'll put him in blue, 1 through 20 inside this section. You know, red, 1 through 20. Green, 1 through 20. And then, you know, like 6 categories for the 6-sided dice. And then a total of, like, let's say, what would that be? 120 people in total? I mean, yeah, that would take a minute. And that's why, you know, give it like a month notice. That way it would be easier to put together. Bring out bingo. Man, I should really start aiming this. We're also the only one on the right side defending it. Ah, go for the ram. I'm still laughing at bingo. Oh, I'm really slacking. Don't think I can get any shots from right here. Still lots of tank destroyers up. We still got that Waffle, OE4, Death Star, Chieftain. Ouch, look at that. Artillery hits hard. Wait. Well, you know, alright match. You know, only one shell that went through and a ram kill. Could have been a lot better, you know. Could have had a 9,000 damage game, but, you know, it's how matchmaking normally goes. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like Monday Madness, just going over replays, and I mean, you convinced me to go ahead and put another hour of gameplay on it. But next Monday Madness, be expecting a lot more gameplay compared to this one, because we're back on track. We can actually get stuff recorded. We can actually get more out, and I've been a little bit off track with getting out videos. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that one. That's gonna take a second, just because I don't know what tanks to go over. So possibly tomorrow you might see a light tank video up. You might not. Hopefully I can get one out. So I'm probably going to be going back to back between, let's say, here, we'll just go ahead and categorize these. Between the Agel and then just the LT432. And possibly the Turtle. And whatever match we get that's a good game, I'll put it out. And then we'll go over a good game match. And then coming Thursday, or maybe even Friday, I'll just do a live recording on a random heavy tank. Just select a random, for instance, like the Low. I really do like the Low because it's always available for purchase inside the German tech tree. So getting it out there and just letting people know, hey, this tank is still solid. And whenever I say solid, I mean, like, for real solid. Look at this. So the Low premium rounds, 294 premium penetration. Like, that's up there. That is way up there. Plus the 234 standard, and not just the 294 rounds, they're APCR as well. They're fast, high penetration. They make almost everything look horrible. And 1438 meters a second. Yeah, those rounds are just nuts. Not including the .33 accuracy that the gun's got. It's crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious. Speaking of which, there's only one package on it now. There used to be like 3, but now there's only 1. So, alrighty, you guys don't have too much fun. Enjoy your night. I'm probably just gonna, be a weeb, watch some anime, and pass out. Yuki and William, you two, you caught me that one night, and for real, as time goes on, we're slowly just gonna get in there and get our opinion out. So until then, it's gonna take a few years, or maybe a year, who knows, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 10. We might end up like Quickie Baby, but till then, guys, have a great day. I'm out of here.